Good morning everybody and welcome to the 2022 Diggers and Dealers Mining Forum. Before we commence proceedings, we'll start with a little bit of housekeeping, which will start now.
Good morning and welcome to Diggers and Dealers 2022. Before the official program begins, we need to advise of a few housekeeping and safety protocols. As we are a COVID-safe event, one entry and exit to the venue has been established. This will allow a thermal imaging camera to check temperatures on entry. Please ensure you maintain safe physical distancing and practice good hygiene. You can find personal hand sanitizer in your delegate bag, and numerous dispensers are located around the venue. Face masks are available from the registration desk, as well as additional personal hand sanitizers. If you are feeling unwell, please do not attend. The ablutions are at each end of the Goldfields Arts Centre and at the southern side of the large marquee. Cheetham Street is the main event access road for forum buses and taxis. If you are driving, please park in the designated bays further down the street. Of course, if you would like information about the evening and morning bus route, you can speak to our team at the registration desk. If there is an emergency and you need to evacuate, please make your way to the external paved area outside the venue. First aid kits are available in both marquees. A defibrillator is located opposite the registration desk. Additionally, we have first aid responders on site who will provide assistance if needed. Remember, your delegate badge gives you access to the event. Please ensure you are wearing it at all times. If you haven't had a chance to check in or you have not received yours yet, please see the friendly team at the registration desk. They can also help with any updates you may need for your existing badge. A Greco coffee and BASF juice are back again in the forecourt marquee all day to keep you refreshed during the conference. You will also find doTERRA water available from fridges dispersed around the forum. Additionally, a Greco baristas are located near the main stage of the large marquee. Finally, if you need any assistance over the next 3 days, please don't hesitate to ask one of our friendly staff.
All right, I'd like to now ask everybody to please stand for the National Anthem.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth fertile, our home is God by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Thank you very much, everyone. I'd now like to welcome Lyndon Brownlee to the stage, please. We're very honoured to have with us today a highly respected Waggatha man, Lyndon Brownlee, to present the Welcome to Country. The Waggatha people share a strong connection to Kalgoorlie and the surrounding country. From 2017 to 2021, Lyndon served the local community as an elected member of the City of Kalgoorlie-Boulder Council. Lyndon, along with his brother Trent Brownlee, are owners and directors of local business, Indigenous personnel and training. They are having a positive impact in the community by providing skills, training and employment opportunities to people in the goldfields. Their business is currently involved in the construction of the Kalgoorlie processing facility for Lynas Rare Earths Limited. As a result of his extensive social work with disadvantaged youth, and at 23 years of age, Lyndon was invited by the Bush administration to attend the Congressional Leadership Summit in Washington, DC. Through his involvement with this summit, he was asked to return by the Obama administration to attend Barack Obama's inauguration in 2009. While there, he also delivered a lecture at Georgetown University on Aboriginal youth and intercultural studies. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Lyndon Brownlee.
Thank you. Thank you once again. Can everybody hear? Is that coming through? Yes. Thank you for having me here. And once again, I'd like to thank Miles and Sharon, his wife, for inviting me here. Also to our chair, Mr. Jim Walker. And also, I'd just like to acknowledge the presence of our the Mayor and the CEO of the City of Kalgoorlie-Boulder. Are they here? And also Dr. David Honey. Good to see you here with us. It's definitely a privilege and an honour for me to be able to stand here in this capacity, as I've said before on other occasions, to be able to deliver a Welcome to Country. Because a Welcome to Country is not something that is new. It is not this new phenomena that has popped up just over the last decade. It's actually something that we as Aboriginal people have been practicing, or it is something that is part of our customs, which enables us to be able to connect with people. And this forum, which has been running for well over 30 years now, is facilitating a connecting of people from across the industry. Some people have wondered, they say, why do we need a Welcome to Country? Is it necessary? What is a Welcome to Country all about? You see, the essence of a Welcome to Country is to build relationships. Building relationships. And we do that through a kinship system that we Aboriginal people still live by in this day and age. That kinship system determines our responsibility, how we relate to each other, and also, which is more importantly, how we treat each other. And I think given, in light of some of the issues that are happening within our society in this day and age, I suppose it is a good time, it is an opportune time for us to be able to reflect, to be able to look deep within ourselves on how we value each other. Only recently I attended the Kalgoorlie Commodities Forum, Kalgoorlie-Boulder Commodities Forum, about 2 months ago. And that gave us all an opportunity to be able to talk about the future, what's on the horizon. We looked at the minerals, these commodities, the value of them. And I think sometimes we forget to be able to look and to be able to see, to be able to realise that some of the most valuable commodities that we have are deep within ourselves, within the people who we employ, the people who work side by side us, our children, our family, our brothers, our sisters, our mothers, our fathers. Have we taken out the time to be able to realise just how precious a commodity we have that is around us and that is within us, which at times, just like soil, needs to be cultivated, needs to be turned over. You see, a Welcome to Country helps us to do that because it puts into perspective, way back then when we were practicing it, and even now so, in this more formal Western setting, it gives us the opportunity to be able to look deep within ourselves and how we relate to each other. Those 6 skin groups They helped us to do that. The Garimara, the Yibarga, the Milanga, the Banaga, the Burungu, the Daroro. And I'm not going to ask you to try and repeat that to me. But it basically helped us, it facilitated a meeting between people to be able to connect and to build a relationship, and not just a relationship that is temporary, but one that is permanent. If you know Aboriginal people, you might have come across them saying, oh, that's my auntie, that's my uncle, that's my cousin. So it's permanent, it's forever. So, with those things in mind, I do pray and I hope, like I say time and time again when I've come here, that as we meet, as we sit here, as we listen to those who are going to come up and present and speak, I pray that the discussions will be fruitful. I pray that the connections will be real and that the relationships will be lasting. I really mean that. And it's not to say that this forum hasn't done that, because it's been going for over 30 years now, facilitating this meeting and these discussions between yourselves, between myself. So thank you. Thank you for your time. I'm glad that we're all sitting here together. I ask that as we are sitting here, that Mongagaro means the power above the cosmos. I ask that Mongagaro holds you in his hand and protects you during the time that you are here on Wanga the country, and that when you're done here, that you're carried safely home. Yo ngali gungora nangana wala ngali ba dongola godo ba barna nangana dero ganbidora molaba. This is our home. Let us come together to make it a much better place for the future generations to be able to live in. Thank you very much. God bless you, and have a wonderful forum over these next couple of days. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Lyndon. I'd now like to invite Forum Chairman Mr. Jim Walker to formally open this year's event.
Good morning and welcome to Kalgoorlie Boulder and the 31st Annual Diggers and Dealers Forum. Thank you, Lyndon, for welcoming us to Wangata country. You are a great example of what a positive role model can achieve in the community. Thank you. We have more than 2,600 delegates attending this year, some of whom are making a return after 2 years of enforced absence. There is plenty to catch up on, so take the time to connect and reconnect with friends and colleagues that you have missed over the last couple of years. Even though border restrictions have eased, we will again live stream all our presentations in conjunction with news feed provided by the Diggers and Dealers News Forum. The global reach of this event has never been greater. This year, we pay tribute to an industry icon and a local Kalgoorlie identity, Ron Sayers, who sadly passed earlier this year. Born and raised in Kalgoorlie, Ron was the founder of Ausdrill and took the company from a single drill rig in 1987 to an ASX 200 company. Ron was a recipient of the G.J. Stokes Memorial Award in 2018 for his enormous contribution to the resources industry. Ron was a regular at Diggers from the very beginning. He'll be surely missed. There are a lot of good people working in the resource sector across mode exploration projects, operating mine sites and corporate headquarters. These people are proud of the job that they do and the positive socio-economic impact of the resource companies that they work for. These companies have safety as a priority and contribute to the Australian economy through supplier payments, wages, royalties and taxes. They ensure that traditional owners of the land on which they operate are respected through cultural awareness training and continually strive to increase Indigenous reputation in their workforce. They are committed to achieving gender equality in the workplace. They are responsible stewards of national environment, minimising adverse impact for operations and protecting valuable natural ecosystems. They foster the next generation of employees through scholarships, apprenticeships, vocation work and graduate programs. They fund life-saving organisations like the Royal Flying Doctor Service, through to community groups like local football clubs, netball clubs in regional towns. We all need to advocate for our great industry to strive to do even better in the future. Displayed at the front of the forum is a van used to deliver the Goldfields Soup patrol service to disadvantaged people, right here in Kalgoorlie-Boulder. We chose to highlight this service as it's delivered by the Salvation Army, an organisation that is supported by diggers and dealers. We also wanted to raise awareness that community services as this cannot operate without the financial and in-kind support of companies with strong social conscience. Displayed on the side of the van are the resource and mining service companies that have provided this support. I'd also like to point out that Andrew Smith, the founder and owner of Perseverance Drilling, was heavily involved with the delivery of this service until his passing in late 2020. It is now my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Dambisa Moyo. Dr. Moyo is a preeminent thinker who influences key decision makers into strategic investment and public policy. Dr. Moyo is respected for her unique perspectives, her balance of contrarian thinking with measured judgment, and her ability to turn economic insight into investable ideas. Dr. Moyo's areas of interest are in capital allocation, risk, and ESG matters. She holds a doctorate in economics from Oxford, a master's from Harvard, and is recognised for fresh and innovative ideas as the author of 4 New York Times best-selling books. Dr. Moyo's newest book, How Boards Work, was ranked number 5 on the Wall Street Journal Best Business Book list. Dr. Moyo is an honorary fellow of Foreign Policy Association, member of the Bretton Woods Committee, a member of the Trilateral Commission. Dr. Moyo was named to the list of Time magazine's 100 most influential people in the world, has published in the Financial Times, the Wall Street Journal, Barron's, Harvard Business Review, and has travelled to over 65 different countries. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Dambisa Moyo.